These are randomly generated NHL players and I will be selecting 20 of them to build my team. For today's challenge, I will only be able to see what country the player is from. After all the selections have been made, we will assemble the team on NHL 25 franchise mode and simulate with the hopes of winning a Stanley Cup. You guys know what's going on by this point. Let's go ahead, generate some players, and see if we can finally win that Stanley Cup. First roll, we get a US of A. Ooh, Canada and Russia. This is interesting. This could be crazy of me, but I feel like Russia has so many good players. I'm not saying Canada and US don't, obviously, but what I am going to say is that I feel like there's not many like low-tier Russian players. They're either really good or mid. And, you know, there are a lot of like fourth line Canadian Americans. So we're going to the right to start. I could be horribly wrong. Love that. His overall is actually really good. I believe it's 87 last time I checked. Could be 86, something like that now. Don't know, but we're going to find out. Let's go, Barbashev. Yeah, here we go. Ooh. Thought we were going to get the trifecta. I could do it again. Yep, you know what? We're sticking to it. We're going to the right. How about it, folks? This is a really good start to our team. Andrei Svechnikov, welcome aboard. Next up, we have Canada, US. Okay, so we have a sandwich here, and we're going to go for the odd one out. We're taking the United States player down the middle. I don't love that, but I don't think we were getting a stud regardless. Mercer has some potential. Same with Evans. Lewis can be a veteran in the room, I suppose. Actually, you know what? Based on how simulations have been going for me recently, we have nothing to go off of here. Just a completely random pick. But I'm down to have Lewis because we've had teams that are genuine all-star teams and they didn't win. So I think we need some of those players that are willing to play fourth line and can fit into the scheme. I'm just making this up, but maybe there's some truth behind it. We are going to go. We haven't taken anybody from the left side yet, so let's try it out. That was a solid round all around, but we got the best player. Mark Casserole Stone will be joining our team. Mr. Conn Smythe in the middle, no dice. Kirby Dach, I remember he had a really bad injury and he was going to be out for a while. I'm not sure if I guess he's back because he's on here. Oh, interesting. We have a Slovakian player. And then we have two Canadians. So we're going to go with the outlier here. Off to the left we go yet again. Is the first ever Slovakian player to be drafted first overall any good? Yeah, it is. We get Uri himself. I am on board. Next up, we do nothing to go off of here. A complete trifecta of United States players for some reason. The middle one is talking to me. And I think he's probably the best player here. It wasn't the strongest round in the world. Coronado on the left, Brink on the right. Anders Lee is joining our team. Nice. All right. Ooh. Could it be Pasta? I think it's a risk we have to take. We're going down the middle yet again. It was not. We get a Capitals legend here in Vrana, just claimed off of waivers by the Smashville Predators. I genuinely don't know what his overall is going to be. Oh, Ace. I'm actually surprised. I feel like we haven't seen many Swedes or Finns yet, but there's the first one. And we're going to... Wow, we just keep going to the same spot, eh? All right, that is a decent little pickup there. We do not get a Norris, no Sam Steele, but we do get William Eklund. He should be pretty good. I think he'll be a good third liner for us. Maybe even a second liner. We'll find out. What do we have next year? A set of Super Swedes, as a matter of fact. So we have not actually taken... Yeah, we have. We have Mark Stone. I lied. However, the outlier principle is going to come into effect here. We're going to the right. And that would be a W. Jordan Kyrou. This team's looking pretty good. Okay. Gotta go with it. Down the middle. All right, that time it didn't work out so well. I would have preferred to have Steven Stamkos. Kuzmenko could be decent for us. Feel like he got moved, then he got moved again, right? Isn't he in LA now? He was a member of the Philadelphia Flyers for all of 2 minutes. I've got one question for you. Where are the fantastic Finns? The Barkovs, the Sebastian Ahos? I'll wait. Once again, you already know what we're doing. We're going to the left. He will be like low 80s, maybe? I think so. Kiefer Sherwood, not bad. Dylan Cousins doesn't play there anymore. This happened really quick, but we're already on the final forward. And we have another situation. Whoa, we're gonna let that one slide. We're splitting the defense and we're going down the middle. You kind of hate to see it. It would have sucked if I went with Anders Lee again because we would have had a 70 overall AHL player on the squadron. Clayton Keller would have been ideal, but Janmark could be decent depth for us, hopefully. A very interesting team so far, I'll say that. And with that, we shall draft some defender mans. We have nothing to go off of here. There are some solid Canadian defensemen, that's for sure. Give me Pietrangelo on the right side. It was, in fact, not Pietrangelo. We get a Wallman, who probably the best one here. He got moved too, didn't he? Where's he playing now? He's a member of the Oilers, that's right. Next up. Who could that be? The Swedish player could be Victor Hedman. Yeah, let's try for the Swede. All right, not bad. Adam Larsson can be a shutdown guy for us. Jan Ruda was the Czech player. On a reel though, where's all the fantastic Finns at? As soon as we get one, I'm absolutely taking them down the mid-ski. All right, so this was a big miss. First one of the video that I would say is like a huge miss. We could have had Dumba, could have had Byram. Instead, we get Hutton. Lovely. There we go, finally. I have to do it. I mean, it's the outlier anyway, but we are, of course, going with the fantastic Finn. Really couldn't go wrong this round. We had Petrie in the middle, McCabe on the right, and Esa Lindell will be joining our team. I am totally down. All right? Ooh. You know what? I'm not going to go for the outlier this time. Didn't work out last time. Let's go to the right. I feel like we haven't gone there in a while. Are you kidding me? What a pickup. Evan Bouchard, another Edmonton Oilers defenseman. I actually have high hopes for this team because we're solid. We're not insane, but we're decent, which is apparently what it takes if you look at some of the teams that make it to the Stanley Cup final. But anyway, we're going for the Swede. Give me Victor Hedman. Although it's not Victor, it is still the best player here. Casey making his return in the middle, Barry off to the left, and we get Gustafsson. That completes our defensive core, and honestly, it's pretty good. And with that, it is, time for some minders of the net. Andre Vasilevsky, anybody? What a first round. That was nuts. We get Stuart Skinner, Dustin Wolf, who's been an absolute animal this year, no pun intended, and we get Kochetkov. You kidding? It doesn't even really matter what goalie we get here. If we do get a super good tender, awesome. That means that we have someone better than Kochetkov, which is impressive. Canada's goaltenders aren't great right now, so it's definitely between the State and the Finn. Who shall we take? I feel like we've only had one Finn so far, so let's head to the right. Yep, that's a super solid backup. Corpi Salo is joining the team. Wedgwood and Lyon, not so lucky. Unfortunately, they're not going to win a Stanley Cup. Watch, now that I said that, their teams are going to go on in the sim to do it. It's just the way she goes. Let's go assemble this team on NHL 25 and try to win that Stanley Cup once and for all. Ladies and gentlemen, your flight has landed on NHL 25, and the Windsor Wizards are in Division number 3, 88 overall. That doesn't seem amazing, but I still like our chances. We have the same overall as the Capitals, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Rangers. We are now a higher overall than the Golden Knights. We took Stone and Barbashev from them. Sorry about that. Today's the day. Jabroni, you better step up. That's the level of desperation that we are currently at. I was also reading your comments, and I should not be talking to players right at the start of the year, apparently. I should wait for a little bit of the sim to be in. I guess maybe it allows the players to be persuaded a little more easily. I don't know. Darren Galchenyuk. Wow, who remembers Alex Galchenyuk? I feel like that guy had to at least have been 3.5 Green Star potential, no? Maybe even 4. Edit the lines, and we are going to have, wow, a +5 on the second line. Jabroni is here to save the day for the first time ever. I'm not touching this second line. +5? Are you kidding me? We don't have a fourth line centerman, which is a little bit sus. He does have 70 faceoffs, which is decent. So you know what? Verona, can you play on the left side? You sure can. Janmark, congratulations, you've been promoted. Ooh, not a big fan of this. Also, what is up with having Bouchard on the second pair? I severely... What are you doing, Jabron? There's no way I'm moving Wallman or Lindell down to the third pair, so we're just gonna have to deal with that -1. And tending the goal, we have Kochetkov, 85 overall, backed up by 82 overall, Korpisalo. Not bad. I'm gonna get wacky crazy here and say that Svechnikov gets the most points, +5, second line. He's gonna put up 91. That is bold, but let's see it. I will say that our Squadrant acquires a grand total 45 wins. Our coach is an A-, so that's actually not bad. We take those. What is his team fit? Perfect. We have entered the Caliender. You know what that means. It's simulation time. Coming out of the gate strong. We had a 3-0-0 record. Now it's 4-1-0. We're still doing mighty fine. I think I should be able to bump up the chemistry on that first line, although it is a +1. I think if we talk to the guys, be like, yeah, you're on the first line. It should fire them up, no? At this rate, I don't know if I'm going to need to do that. We are absolutely on fire. I take it back. 5-game losing streak. This game just has a way, doesn't it? Getting your hopes up and then absolutely crushing you. Somehow we have fallen all the way back down to earth, 16, 17, and 1. What a joke, man. On ice play for Barbashev. Scheme fit, and he is always down. Line 1? You can do it. Game on. Awesome. I don't think it's going to work with Mark Stone, but we're certainly going to give it a go. On ice play. Come on, Marcus. Scheme fit. Oh my goodness, line 1. It's going to be a +5. It's going to be a +5. I wonder if I can get these guys going. Who are you? Anyway, can I get that bottom defensive pair going? Let's see. On ice play. Scheme fit. Come on. No, he's not interested. Come on, Gus. Come on, Gus. No! All right, we're stuck with a -1. I love how the first line was totally in. And then our third defensive pair is like, who are you? By that logic, Bouchard should be all for it. He's not. First line did go up to a +2, which is decent. We still have this, obviously, which is going to remain that way. We can give that first line even more of a bump with Jordan Kyrou. Hopefully it's a +3 now. I'll one-up ya. It's a +4. That is unreal. Okay, maybe the lads are buying in. We've got some ground to make up here. 16, 18, and 2. We are 5th in the division. Let's get back to simulating. We are down bad. Absolutely disgusting, despicable performance. I was going to say we had a gauntlet schedule, which we kind of did. We were playing a lot of really good teams in a very short, compact period. But then we go and lose to Chicago right there. Can't be doing that. Travis Green has been eliminated from his team. Of course, we're on a win streak when this happens too. Like, give me a break. I'm just going to do some scouting. He's also an A-. He's a defense coach. Ours had a 66% team fit. He's only got 62. So we're staying put. If we hire a new coach, do I have to go do all of the conversations again as well and try to get them to buy into the new coach scheme? I don't know how that works, but that makes sense. We're doing okay right now. 3rd in the division, so clearly our division is having some overall struggles because we should not be that high up. Have to win this game against the Sharks. And we do. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to skip past the trade deadline because I cannot be bothered. We got back-to-back nights here against the Bruins, who are doing real good. Can we steal 1 win from them? No. Instead of a post-trade deadline collapse, we need a post-trade deadline hold up. I don't know what the opposite would be. We are still up there in the division. We are currently 3rd. Oh, the 4th place team isn't even really close to us, so we should be big chillin', I would think. There's no way that we clinched. Amazing. So we're in. We are in the dance. That's all that matters. Don't get in with 39 wins, though. Beat the Ducks. Thank you. 40 wins. Not great. But we will take it. Gonna be a tough first round opponent. The Avalanche won our division with 114 points. 10 behind them is the Edmonton Oilers, and we are down here with 88. Tampa Bay wins the President's Trophy. They had 121 points. Where are we in the entire league? There's no way we're the top half. No, we are 19th, and we got in. That is terrible. The 12th place Golden Knights didn't get in. Time for a fairy tale run, am I right? I was right about one thing. Svechnikov did lead the team. He only had 80 points, though. 50 goals! Whoa! All right, well, that's awesome. Barbashev, 76 points. Our first line sucked. Love this guy, though. Evan Bouchard, 58 points on the season. Wallman had 26, Lindell 22, and there's not really even anything mentioning beyond that other than A +12 Wow, that last pair is struggling. Minus 26, Eric. Goaltenders did not do well. 904 and an 870. That should be illegal. Vasilevsky is the league leader, or winner, should I say, for wins. He had a 918 save percentage. So did Thatcher, the exact same. Sorokin down here had a 925 and 244, so I assume he's going to be getting some hardware. Guess who leads defensemen? It is your boy, Cale Makar, 103. Quinn Hughes had 90. Theodore, 71. But of course, it is Nikita Kucherov with the Art Ross 120 points.
You kidding me?
Leon had 112, 110 for Kyle Connor. The goal race looks pretty close. 54 and then a couple of 53s. 56 for Pasta, but how about Nathaniel Dog? Gus, buddy, we gotta talk. Come on. Buy into the scheme fit, you absolute jabroni. I'm gonna make some line moves. I did have some successful conversations for the depth. If I do this, does it go crazy? +3 and +4 isn't bad. Svech, you're promoted. And Slavkovsky, I'm thinking about moving him up to this second line here and bringing Anders Lee down. Eklund is left wing / centerman. He has 72 faceoffs, which isn't great. Anders Lee probably has much better. 78. So if I move you over there and bring Uri up, it still stays as a +4. And when I move Lee to the middle here, we get a +2. So that is nice. I'm liking that. Defense, we gotta have a change up because this bottom pair is struggling. I don't want to do this, but I feel like we have to. Oh, never mind. That's still bad. Or I could just rock this for now, which was a double +1 before, but now it's a +2, +3. So these guys got a boost, and the final pair is still stinky. Kochetkov, we need a little bit more from you, but I do like these line changes. Let's go see what Edmonton has to offer. I think we already know. Going to be a tough first round opponent. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Zach Hyman. Oh boy. Arvidsson, Nuge, and Kane. They got Jeff Skinner, Henrique, and Perry. Defense, they're not that great. We did take Wallman from them, and we took Bouchard. So, to be honest, this is kind of a grudge match. We almost had Stuart Skinner as well. He was up there. Didn't choose him, but could have been on the team. You know them rules. First 3 games against the Edmonton Oilers. Let's see how we do. We have some line changes. We start off with a devastating loss. Oh no, come on, man. At least we got 1. They're not going to win in the next 2. We get another dub. We get at least 1 more win in this series. There it is. Can we take... Oh! How the turntables. Come on, Wizards. Come on, boys. Let's go. I know it's the playoffs, but give me a break, man. Colorado now, or as Jesse calls them, Colorado. Jonathan Drouin on the first line with Nate Mack, who won the Rocket Richard, and Marty Necas. That is terrifying. They have Nichushkin, Nelson now, and Gabe Landeskog. That's questionable. I'll allow it, but he's not playing right now. Just saying. Ross Colton on the third line with, oh my word, what a team. Can't forget about these guys, Devin Taves and Cale Makar, who led defensemen, Manson and Girard. Wow, we are in one. Even Mackenzie Blackwood got a bump. He's 86 with a couple abilities now. I'm going to be honest with you, they do have the better team, but maybe we'll find a way. There's an L. That's taking a long time. Oh, yeah. All right, let's just sim another game here. It's possibly going to be a sweep. Feels bad. If there's one thing I feel like we do pretty consistently, it's make the playoffs. However, once we do get there, we don't really get far. I simulated into the Stanley Cup Finals a little bit by accident, but now we can just say it's a best of 5 between New Jersey and Colorado. We shall advance one day at a time until we have a Stanley Cup winner. Colorado takes the 2-1 series lead, but New Jersey ties it right back up again. It is now a best of 3, and New Jersey takes the lead. Oh, wow. Did not see that coming. It is a Game 7 winner-take-all between these two squads, and the Stanley Cup belongs to the Colorado Avalanche, and the Colorado Eagles get the Calder. Wow. Svechnikov had 9 goals, 0 hamburger helpers. That is absurd. But good for you. Barbashev, 8 points. Kyrou, 8 points. Bouchard, 7. Lindell really struggled. He was a -5. And Larson was a -7, so that second pair for some reason got deleted. Bouchard and Wallman did quite well. And this lad played phenomenal. Holy crap, Kochetkov. Talk about making up for your lackluster season. 934 save percentage, 234 GAA. What a beast. Markstrom and Blackwood had the same amount of wins. I'm not really sure how, I guess maybe he got pulled one game and they ended up coming back and winning. That's the only thing I could think of. Or, no, because the injuries aren't on. I don't know. Either way, Markstrom had a 917. Sorokin had a 938. So him and Kochetkov through 10 games played unbelievable. Guess who leads defenseman? Cale Makar, 23 points in 22 games played. He was a +6. Doug the Thug, 20 points in 25 games. Devin Taves had 20 points in 3 less games than Dougie. And your Conn Smythe winner, Nate Dogg. He's going to clean up at the awards ceremony. Put on that janitor outfit. Can't say this guy wasn't trying. 26 points, the second most in all the playoffs, and he only had 16 games played. Wasn't even in the finals. Nikita Kucherov gets the Art Hart combo. Cale Makar with the Norris. Braden Point acquires the Lady Byng. Celebrini awarded the Calder. As we saw, no surprises here. Sorokin gets the Vezina, but Demko will be awarded the Jennings. Sealer with the Bill Masterton. The Jack Adams goes to Evison for Columbus there. Sidney the Kidney with the Selke. Pretty much wins it every time. Are You Kidding Me gets the Ted Lindsay, and the Rocket Richard goes to Nate. Your playoff tree went down as follows. We did lose to the eventual Stanley Cup winning Colorado Avalanche, but that just hurts even more because that means it could have been us if we beat them. The cupless drought remains intact, unfortunately. I know you guys want me to do a draft where I just take the top player every time, no salary cap. I'm thinking about it at this point. I feel like we just need to win one. I refuse to play NHL 26 until we win a Stanley Cup. I know that's way down the road, but I'm just saying.